Explain the person-centered approach or learner-centered approach to your students. Explain the importance of taking such an approach. Not only to the students, but also their parents should know why the learner is being the center of this activity. Because most of the time, it is supposed that the teacher needs to support the students all the time, and only individuals who are supported are supposed to be taking part in the activity. A person-centered approach to supporting individuals undertaking activity would be much appreciated. Also, there will be a lot of learning that will take place due to learner-centered approach or person-centered approach. The people who are participating in the activity will know that they have to be independent and they will not be spoon-fed by anybody. They become more responsible, and when they want to know about something, then they tend to look for the material and the resources. They may Google and get the information, or they may find other friends to help them to know what is the activity about. The person-centered approach or the learner-centered approach is much appreciated at the time when the students they get together and work in groups as a team. Also, at this time, they learn how to work together. They also understand the value of unity, and they also come to realize what is the strength of being united and working together. This builds up a character in them, in their personalities, to work together in future and be united for everything that is supposed to be for the betterment of the school, the institution, their workplace, or their country. So once the students realize that there is a lot of importance and gain in working together as a team and working independently, and the approach that has been taken should be the learner-centered approach and not dependent on the teacher or the parents. Of course, some support can be taken from the teachers as well as friends and neighbors or family or even the community. But in all that, this must be realized that the most important person who is dealing with the activity is the student himself. The student needs to work independently and get good results out of it. In case the student fails to do it, he can always get some counseling from the parents or the teachers. There is no harm in getting some support, but basically the understanding should be that all responsibility lies with the student. Also, it should be an understanding that while doing the activity, the student is going to learn and keep a record of all the learning so that he can sum up his learning and present it to the class and to the teachers or maybe to his family whenever required. So this learner-centered approach is a lot of responsibility that lies with the student himself and the learner himself. Everything has not to be summed up by the teachers, everything has not to be controlled by the teachers, and everything has not to be reflected by the teachers. The students need to do the activity, take the responsibility, reflect on it. If they face failure, ask for help and support, work on it again. Instead of getting into a certain frustration or depression, they should be doing the work earnestly to get the positive results out of it and also to keep record of the work that they have done. And this work record can be referred to whenever the student wants to, because this is his own work and he will never forget whatever he's done. But keeping the record helps when it is wanted in future, some reference is needed in future. The student can look at the record and then take out from it all the approaches that he has used to do the learning, and then probably can make use of it or at least refer to the work and learn more out of it. So the student-learner support and approach is very important for the learner for independent learning and to get more results in the activities that are being done in the classroom.